सबसे पहले आपको बता दें कि संसद के शीतकालीन सत्र के दौरान आज की कार्यवाही सुबह 11 बजे शुरू होगी। शीतकालीन सत्र का आज 5वां दिन है और थोड़ी देर में दोनों सदनों की कार्यवाही शुरू हो जाएगी। लोकसभा और राज्यसभा में आज भी हंगामे के आसार हैं। अडानी और संबल के मुद्दे पर विपक्ष हंगामा कर सकता है एक बार फिर। तो अहम खबर है आपके टीवी स्क्रीन पर। आज 5वां दिन है संसद के शीतकालीन सत्र का। आज भी हंगामे के आसार है संसद के दोनों हाउसेज में। राज्यसभा और लोकसभा दोनों की कार्यवाही को कल स्थगित किया गया था आज सुबह 11 बजे तक के लिए। अब से थोड़ी देर में सदन की कार्यवाही शुरू होगी। एक बार फिर विपक्ष की तरफ से हंगामा किए जाने के आसार हैं। संभल और अडानी मुद्दे पर विपक्ष लगातार हंगामा कर रहा है। तो आज शीतकालीन सत्र का 5वां दिन है और आपको बता दें कि अभी तक की कार्यवाही के दौरान एक भी विधेयक पेश नहीं किया गया है, क्योंकि हर बार हर रोज विपक्ष के हंगामे के चलते सदन की कार्यवाही को स्थगित करना पड़ा है। अब एक बार फिर आज सुबह 11 बजे यानी अब से चंद लम्हे बाद ही सदन की कार्यवाही एक बार फिर से शुरू होगी। दोनों ही हाउसेज, अपर हाउस राज्यसभा और लोअर हाउस लोकसभा, दोनों की कार्यवाही का आगाज अब से थोड़ी देर में यानी कि 11 बजे होने जा रहा है। रुक करेंगे लोकसभा की कार्यवाही।
प्रश्नकाल क्वेश्चन नंबर 61 श्री अजय कुमार मंडल। श्री अजय कुमार मंडल क्वेश्चन नंबर। माननीय मंत्री जी सदन को रखिए। क्वेश्चन नंबर 62 श्री यदवीर वाडियार।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 62।
माननीय सदस्य प्रश्न पूछे। माननीय सदस्य।
I thank the Honorable Minister for giving the reply. I'm going to go through my supplementary question. The question is as follows. Given Karnataka's diverse geographical landscape with both urban and rural disparities, it's crucial to evaluate how PM Abhim focuses on reducing regional health inequalities. Can the government provide detailed reports on how the specific healthcare centers are addressing the challenges faced by remote and rural communities in Karnataka?
अध्यक्ष महोदय, माइक बंद। सुने नहीं आ रहे। सवाल सुने नहीं आ रहे।
आवाज ऐसे ही सुनना पड़ेगा।
फिर से
दोबारा मान्य प्रश्न। ऑनरेबल मेंबर।
I thank the Honourable Minister for giving us the answer to the questions that we asked on regarding PM Abhim. My supplementary question is as follows. Given Karnataka's diverse geographical landscape with both urban and rural disparities, it's crucial to evaluate how PM Abhim focuses on reducing regional health inequalities. Can the government provide detailed reports on how the specific healthcare centers are addressing the challenges faced by remote and rural communities in Karnataka?
माननीय मंत्री जी।
Sir, this PM Abhim program is a program for creating for the generation reforms and also strengthening the health services delivery and strengthening the health systems and institutions. It provides a quality service for the primary healthcare, for the secondary healthcare, and for the tertiary healthcare. Accordingly, it is PM Abhim program is to respond to the pandemics and create a situation where we are able to prepare ourselves effectively to respond the pandemics and disasters. Sir, here I would like to say that there are 5 activities in PM Abhim program. Number 1 one is strengthening the Aam Arogya Yojana, Aam Arogya Mandir. For that, it is decided that after the survey, 17,788 building-less sub-centers have to be equipped and buildings have to be constructed for Ayushman Arogya Mandir. The same way, it has been decided that approximately 11,024 health and wellness centers or Ayushman Arogya Mandir, which we have to focus and see to it that they are strengthened, updated. We know that these Arogya Mandirs are being run in the rented accommodation, but at the same time we have decided to give them full facilities and strengthen them. Sir, the third is about the CHC, that is the block public health units. We have decided that 3,382 block public health units will be strengthened, which we also call as CHC. So the fourth area where we are trying to work is that we will be establishing 730 integrated public health labs, and more or less in each district we will be having an integrated public health labs. And the last area which we are trying to strengthen is that we will be creating 602 critical care blocks for the population more than 5 lakhs in the district. Sir, in the PM Abhin program, there is a framework which is being implemented through National Health Mission. Here I would also like to state that the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare only gives the technical and the financial support. The rest is to be implemented by the state government. And these facilities have to be implemented by the state government. Sir, here I would also like to share with you that nearly the total amount sanctioned in PM Abhin program is 64,180 crores. And here, at this point of time, the administrative approvals have been given for the year 2021, 22 to 24, 25 is 20,451.31 crores. Sir, here I would also like to share with you that 2,000, here my friends should know from Karnataka, Vadiyarji, it is for you, that Karnataka has got an amount of 2,021.88 crores for the state of Karnataka, where we have decided that 736 urban Ayushman Arogya Mandir will be established. We have also decided that 30 integrated public health labs and 30 critical care blocks will be constructed in the state of Karnataka. So, sir, nearly 30 districts will be strengthened for the betterment of the health services, technically also, and to respond to the disasters and pandemics. Sir, administrative approvals have been given, and I would like to share that 1,168 crores for strengthening of the 817 Ayushman Arogya Mandir and 21 integrated public health labs and 21 care blocks as per proposal of the state has been approved by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So, sir, there has been a survey done by the government, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, along with us, the state government, and accordingly a target has been set which we are implementing under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, PM Abhin program, and I assure you that this will be completed in the time limit.
माननीय सदस्यगण, चलने में सहयोग करें। आज महत्वपूर्ण विषय स्वास्थ्य और महिलाओं पर प्रश्नकाल में चर्चा हो रही है। प्रश्नकाल आपका समय है। मैं आपसे आग्रह करता हूं कि प्रश्नकाल आपका समय है और देश की जनता लगातार माननीय सांसदों के बारे में, संसद के बारे में, अपने बारे में चिंता व्यक्त कर रही है। इसलिए मैं आपसे आग्रह करता हूं कि सदन चलाने दें। सदन आपका है, सदन सबका है, देश भी चाहता है संसद चले। मैं आग्रहपूर्वक करता हूं आप जाएं। मैं आपको हर विषय, हर मुद्दे पर नियम प्रक्रियाओं के तहत चर्चा करने का पर्याप्त अवसर दूंगा। सदन की कार्रवाई आज 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
फिर से सदन की कार्यवाही को, लोकसभा की कार्यवाही को स्थगित कर दिया गया है। विपक्ष के हंगामे के चलते एक बार फिर स्थगन हुआ है कार्यवाही का। लोकसभा स्पीकर ने सदन में हंगामे के चलते कार्यवाही स्थगित कर दी। विपक्षी सांसदों की नारेबाजी के चलते एक बार फिर 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित कर दिया गया है लोकसभा की कार्यवाही को। अहम जानकारी आपके टीवी स्क्रीन पर। इस वक्त की शीतकालीन सत्र चल रहा है संसद का और आज 5वां दिन है इस सेशन का, लेकिन अभी तक एक भी विधेयक पास नहीं हो पाया, कोई चर्चा नहीं हो पाई सदन में। विपक्ष के हंगामे के चलते एक बार फिर स्पीकर ने लोकसभा की कार्यवाही को 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित कर दिया। और अब रुक करेंगे अपर हाउस राज्यसभा की कार्यवाही का।
You are a senior member. You are a senior member. Sanjay ji, I saw discussion over atrocities on Hindus in Bangladesh and arrest of ISKCON priest. Honorable members, these issues have been raised repeatedly during the week, with the result that we have already lost 3 days working. The days that should have been committed by us for public cause. There should have been vindication of our oath that we perform our duties as expected. The loss of time, the loss of opportunity by not having question hour has given enormous setback to the people at large. Now I find, honorable members, and I call upon you for deep reflection. Rule 267 is being weaponized as a mechanism of disruption and disruption from our normal working. There are very senior members. This cannot be appreciated. I express my deep anguish. Nothing going on record. My absolute pain. We are creating a very bad precedent. We are dishonoring the people of this country. We are not coming up to the expectations. Our actions are not people-centric. They are to absolute public distaste. We are getting into irrelevance. People are ridiculing us. We have virtually become laughing stock. I appeal to you. Please, the House stands urgent to meet at 11 a.m. on Monday, the 2nd December 2024.